Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I am SimplySimming if you are new here, and in today's video we're building a house in Brindleton Bay. I know, what a surprise. I love this world so much. I think it's because it reminds me a lot of around where I live. So I like playing in it a lot. I don't know. I really love this world a lot. I enjoy building in Brindleton Bay, and today's video is in Brindleton Bay. It really has that Brindleton Bay style, as you will come to see throughout the video. It's really big. It's got how many bedrooms? Well, technically, so I have a little story. I called it Dog Lover's Family Home, right? That's the title, which is a little weird. I'll admit it. Yeah, it's a little bit of a funky title, but like I didn't know how to word it better, so that's the wording you get. Well, I probably could have worded it better if I tried, but I didn't try. So today's video is called Dog Lover's Family Home. What I mean by that is a family lives here. I imagined 3 kids, a teenager, a child, and a toddler. I imagined the teenager and the toddler to be daughters, and then them to have like a middle child son. That was a lot in one sentence, a middle child son, a child son. But obviously it doesn't really matter what kids are in those bedrooms. But that's what the bedrooms are furnished for: a kid, a teenager, and a toddler. But anyways, it's a family home, so it's fairly large. But technically there is 5 bedrooms, I think, even though they only need 4 bedrooms and they only use 4 of the bedrooms. One of them is used as an office, and then there's like an office space. So what I did here, I actually put closets in this build, which I don't usually do, but I kind of like doing because it adds like realism to it. So if I can fit it, I like doing it. And in this build I could fit it because it's a pretty big house. As you guys will come to see, it has a family room and a living room and a playroom and an office. A bedroom has to be counted as a bedroom to have a closet in real life, so in The Sims that's what I'm counting too. So I would say like technically this house has 4 bedrooms and an office. However, the family that is living here is using the office as a playroom and the 4th bedroom as an office, if that makes any sense. And also pretty much every bedroom has a bathroom except for 1 bedroom. So the office has a half bathroom. Between the toddler and kids room is a Jack and Jill bathroom, and then the teenager doesn't have a bathroom, but there is a hall bathroom, so technically they have that bathroom to themselves because who else is going to be using it, you know? So there's a lot of bathrooms in this house because there's also a hall bathroom downstairs for guests to use, and then there's the master bathroom and the master like walk-in closet. It's pretty fancy. But yeah, so you guys will see all that stuff when you get into it. I just kind of wanted to explain that and give you a little bit of story to what is going on in this video. But as I have previously mentioned, it is a very large build, and so we are in for a long voiceover. This footage, when I sped it up, was 40 minutes still, and guess what, it's missing a clip. Like, how? You will see at the end, you don't see the furnishing for the playroom or the yard or the office, I think. Or not, you see the office furnishing, I'm pretty sure, but you don't see the hall furnishing. So you don't see the hallway furnishing, the playroom furnishing, or the backyard. So you're missing out on quite a bit. It's in the screenshots, don't worry, you can see it. Or if you download this off the gallery, which it is on the gallery under the hashtag SimplySimming, or on my gallery page, and you can find my origin ID in the description below. So if you want to place this in your game and play with it, you can go there and get it. But so yeah, it's on the gallery, so you can get it and see for yourself what it looks like. But I, like a dummy, accidentally deleted that footage, like the last clip, because this was recorded in 10 parts. Just let that soak in for a minute. Yeah, I'm really bad at recording things quickly, but we addressed that in my last voiceover. So anyways, it was 40 minutes long when I sped this up, and I had to cut stuff out, so now it's like 30 minutes long, I think. Maybe, yeah, it's around 30 minutes. I think it's a little over 30 minutes. I edited this yesterday. Edited. I can never say that right. I edited it yesterday, so I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember everything. No, I didn't. I edited it 2 days ago. Yesterday I have a story for you guys. Well, it's more of like an update because you guys heard me in my last voiceover talking about school, but I'll get to that update later. But I edited this 2 days ago, so I don't remember much, but it's a long one. And so I tried to cut as much out as I could, but I had a hard time picking things to cut out, and I always do. I don't understand. I don't know when to choose to cut things out, like what to choose to cut out, because personally, like when I'm watching people's speed builds, I prefer they leave most of it in because I like seeing the landscaping, I like seeing the floor plan, I like seeing people's process for this. So I have a hard time like what to cut out because personally I like to see most of it. So I have a hard time knowing what to cut out. I cut out pretty much all of the rock placing because you guys don't need to see that. That was boring for me to do in person, and it took me a really long time. So I cut most of that out. And I cut some terrain paint out, and I cut some landscaping out. I left like a few of them, but it's pretty repetitive, so I felt like you didn't need to see me do all of the landscaping. So I cut some of that out. But and some of the roofing, because like I said, you could see me do some of the roofing, but like you don't need to see me do all the roofing. So I didn't know what to cut out though, because like some YouTubers cut out like a lot, but like personally I don't like to cut out a lot, because when I'm watching, I don't like watching videos that have so much cut out of them, because like I said, I like watching the process. But anyways, I hope I didn't have to cut out too much, but I did have to cut out like quite a bit, because it was a lot. Also, the floor plan for this was a nightmare. Well, the upstairs floor plan. The downstairs floor plan wasn't that bad, but the upstairs floor plan with all those like little bump outs, it was a nightmare. But it ended up okay. It looks fine. I think it does, at least. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys like it. But anyways, I'll update you guys on school, because I was not in a good, well, no, I just kind of freaked out in my last video. It wasn't anything big. I was just stressed, because at that point I had no idea what my school was doing. But now I know what my school is doing, and I have decided on like what I'm doing for the school year. Because an update, our school let us know, I think a few days after, I think the day that video went up, actually, because I recorded that voiceover I think 2 days before that video went up, which was about a week ago now. A little over a week ago. So they let us know like the day that video went up, and then they were like, decide on like Friday or something. They were like, decide what you guys want to do, because the plan is to do some sort of hybrid, because it's not that bad in my area where I live right now. And they're like, you want to do some sort of hybrid, or do you want to do entirely distance learning? And I know the smart decision to make, obviously, but neither decision is my ideal decision. Like, both of them make me insanely sad to choose. So like, neither of them were fun to choose. So I had like a crisis about choosing that, and I had to choose it tomorrow, or yesterday. I had to choose it tomorrow. I had to choose it yesterday, because they told us that on Friday and gave us till Monday to decide, 3 days. First of all, we hardly had heard about the plan. Like, we just got the plan for what the school year is going to be, and it was a pretty vague plan. Like, I'm still unsure about how that's going to work. I don't have to worry about it, but I'm still unsure. Oh, I didn't even tell you my decision. Well, I'll tell you that in a minute, but I'm still unsure about how that's going to work. So I don't understand having to make a decision. It was a very hard decision to make, and I made it so last minute. I made it like late last night, because it was due by the end of the day yesterday, Monday. If you didn't know, I'm recording this Tuesday. So yikes. But it's okay. I made my decision, and even though it's a decision that makes me sad, it's a decision that I think is the better decision. I decided to do entirely online learning, because like, I don't know, I don't want to get people sick, and I feel like if I want this to go back to normal as quick as possible, I should probably not be going into school. And I feel like it's not a great idea to go into school, and I understand all the reasons for going into school, because it's really hard for some kids doing this whole distance learning thing. But I also understand that it's really important to stay safe, and we're probably only going to make it worse by going into school. So I decided to do my part and stay home. But anyways, enough of that. I just thought I should update you guys, because I said I would, and you guys might still be confused about it. So yeah, I'm not going back into school, at least for the first semester of next year. So that's fun, and that kind of makes me sad, but it's okay. I'll be fine. It's for the better that I'm not going in, I think. But anyways, I was gonna say, have I told you guys what this house, like, who lives here? I have. Oh, did I tell you I think they have 2 dogs? I told you they like dogs a lot. That's why there's a lot of dog stuff, and why I called it Dog Lovers Family Home. So they have, in my head, 2 dogs, a big dog and a little dog. There's like an extra room in this house that has, it's supposedly the garage, like from the outside it's the garage, and in my head it's like the garage, but since we have no cars, there's no use for like real garages, so I more made it like a hobbies room. I'm pretty sure there's a candle making station in there and a flower arranging station, so whoever lives here is pretty crafty, because they also have an easel in the office. So I imagine one of the parents is a pretty crafty parent, and the other parent, I don't know what they do. Well, I was thinking one of them was a painter, and that's why they have the easel, but I imagine they do other crafts, because they have candle making station and a flower arranging station. So they've got quite a bit, but there's laundry in there, and then those 2 tables, some bikes, and that's where the dogs sleep, which I understand that in real life it would be pretty mean to make your dog sleep in the garage, but in Sims, that doesn't matter. They just need a bed to sleep in. So it's like when, like, I used to use dog houses in the Sims 3 when we had dog houses, you know? And I used to use doghouses, and my friend would be like, why, it's mean to use a doghouse. And I'd be like, but they're Sims dogs. Like, in real life, I wouldn't make my Sim dog sleep outside. I mean, to the extent it's not really that mean in my head. For us, where I feel like if it was raining or cold out, it would be pretty mean, or we're extremely hot out. But if it's like a perfectly fine temperature and the dog enjoys it, I don't see the harm in it. But I'm also, there could be things that I don't know about. I don't know much about the benefits to having a doghouse. I have a little Shih Tzu. There's no way she's sleeping outside, and I live in a pretty cold place. So like, it's snowy most of the year around. Most of the year it's snowy and it's cold out, so she could not sleep out there. And then she's a Shih Tzu, so heat exhaustion, and she's a little dog, and you don't make little dogs sleep outside. She doesn't even sleep in her own dog bed. She sleeps on the bed with us. I don't know much about dog houses, but anyways, whether it's good or bad for them, I was like, it's The Sims, you know? So if you don't like it, you could change it, but that was the best place, I think, to fit them. Also, there's 2 living rooms. There's the like formal living room and the family room. It might be weird. I didn't like putting them next to each other, but I figured since it's through a door, it's like the family room, as you can see once I get to it, is like super cluttered and messy, and it's where all the kids' toys are. That's where they hang out. Well, the kids' toys are in there and in their playroom. These kids have got it all. But they have the formal living room is the place that they keep clean for guests, so that's where they take guests to hang out. Also, the dining room in this house, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Throughout this house, I tried to stick with a tan and gray theme, and it was entirely based off those chairs from Cats and Dogs that I use in the kitchen and in the dining room, because oh my gosh, are they gorgeous. I've never thought of doing that color combination, gran and beige. Gran? Wow, gray and tan and beige-ish color, you know? So I've never thought of doing that color combination. But is it gorgeous? Absolutely, it's so pretty. I really like that those chairs. I've never used them before, and I think they're very pretty, and I'm happy I discovered them. But yeah, I thought that was cute. Also, the lights in this house. So I built this house before the new lights update. The new lights update was unspoken of. It was not really, like, people didn't really mention it much, and it wasn't until like recently that I heard much about it, like from like bigger YouTubers. But oh my gosh, is it one of the best things they've ever done? That's not true. They could do a lot of other better things, but like lights that are smaller, that are cheap, it's so annoying. I tried to do it in this house, but I actually think I forgot to size down most of the lights now that I'm thinking about it again. But like sizing down all those lights is so annoying. And for gameplay, all of the cheap lights had crappy lighting, which I feel like to some extent makes sense, but I don't really care. I would rather have like a nicely lit game, being able to play in a nicely lit house, and have to raise money for like other things, like things they actually use. Like, it makes sense to have cheap fridges, and the cheap fridges are bad quality because you have to work your way up. But lighting hardly affects gameplay. Actually, it affects the gameplay, like how you enjoy the gameplay, rather than like, I don't know, like how easy it is for your Sims to cook, you know? It's like cheating for landscaping. I think like cheating using debug, like I don't think it's that bad to use debug for landscaping. It's purely aesthetics, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it affects your Sims gameplay, it's just aesthetics. So anyways, I was really happy about that lights update because I think it's very useful. And also, if you size it down too quick, it would always go one bigger and then you have to size it. It's a little thing. It's really, I'm complaining for no reason. It's just me being lazy, but it's convenient now. So I'm happy that they did that update. So sparked. I was watching it the other day, and I wasn't going to watch it originally, but I wasn't feeling great. I wasn't sick or anything. I was just having an off day, and so I was just kind of relaxing, and I had nothing to watch, so I was like, hey, it's been a few episodes. Why not check Sparked out? And like, reality TV's not my thing, so I wasn't really gonna watch it because I didn't really care. I felt like it was a weird thing for the Sims community to do in the first place. It just seems ill-fitting. Even if the team using, like, spending time on that isn't going to be the team spending time on expansion packs, still, why'd they do it? It doesn't seem fitting for the Sims community, so I had no interest in it. But boy, oh boy, watching it, did it make my opinions on it even worse. It's just, and sure, all reality TV probably does this, but these people are like regular people. They're YouTubers. And sure, people on reality TV are regular people, but like, it's the Sims community. Such a wholesome place generally, you know? Like, we've got a pretty good community going in the sense that there's not a lot of drama, and that's not very common. And so like, it's not fitting to have reality TV, like a thing known for drama, in the Sims. So I don't know. I felt like that was ill-fitting. And it was weird to see YouTubers in this drama, like YouTubers I know of and I recognize in this drama. And it's like, oh, it was so frustrating to watch because it was also so uncomfortable to watch. The people that make content for The Sims being so critical, because the one guy on the judging group was like one of the gurus for Sims, one of the Sims gurus. So like, it's just uncomfortable to watch the Sims gurus judge how you play how the players are playing The Sims. And I understand that's the point of the game, but like, it's just so weird because there's on so many levels is the show weird. First of all, reality TV, if you're gonna do a TV show, not fitting for The Sims or the Sims community. And a competition, also not fitting for The Sims, because The Sims isn't a competitive game. It's like the right or wrong way to play The Sims. There's really no right or wrong way to play The Sims. Like, it's just so uncomfortable because they were like, your gameplay is lacking. But what the Sims gameplay is lacking. Like, The Sims 4 has bad gameplay. Oh my gosh, it was really uncomfortable to watch. So that's my opinions on Spark. I don't know. You guys, let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about Spark, if you've watched it, obviously. I honestly wasn't gonna watch it. Well, like I said already, I wasn't gonna watch it, but then one day I was bored and I was like, why not check it out? And I regret it. I'm probably not gonna continue watching it, even though there's only one episode. It's weird. And it's uncomfortable, and then like I don't enjoy watching reality TV, but I don't generally get uncomfortable watching reality TV regularly because it's just like, I don't know, it's different because the Sims community, it's such a wholesome community, so it's really weird watching the Sims community be like so dramatic and have like forced drama, like this drama that's like, I don't know, it wasn't good. So I wouldn't recommend it, but like, let me know what you guys think of it if you guys have watched it, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't that bad. You guys, I feel like this voiceover hasn't been that great, but I was not very high energy to do this voiceover today because I haven't had like the greatest start to my day. I didn't have a lot of fun. This morning, I choked on pancakes, and I'm not gonna get like into gross details because it was a gross experience for me, but I was eating my pancakes and I thought I inhaled like a whole piece of pancake. Like, I don't know what happened, but I was chewing and then suddenly I swallowed, and then I suddenly was breathing in an entire piece of pancake, and I was like so confused, and it was in my nose. Okay, you guys, it was a gross experience and very uncomfortable. Like, I was swallowing, and as I was swallowing, somehow it got in my nose, and it was uncomfortable and a disgusting experience, and I hated it. So I've had a fun day. It's also really hot. I'm very hot. I was like freezing cold this morning, but now I'm very hot because it's very hot today where I live. So that's fun. I'm enjoying that. I don't have an AC in my room, so I'm enjoying that. I mean, it's my choice to not have an AC in my room, but I don't like bugs, okay? Like, the bugs get in through the AC, and I haven't had an AC in my room for a long time. The last year I had an AC in my room, a lot of bugs got in, like a lot of bugs. So like, I was not about to have that, and I do blame it on the AC, whether it was actually the AC's fault or not. I blame it on the AC, so I don't have an AC in my room. I use just a fan, but the rest of the house pretty much is air conditioned. My parents' room and the downstairs and the office, because they work there like every day now, is all air conditioned. So I spend time outside of my room, and the AC is, and our downstairs AC is massive and it works too good. So it's always freezing cold in my downstairs, right? Because the AC is like really powerful, but it makes my room a comfortable temperature generally when I don't have my door closed. But to record these voiceovers, I usually have my door closed because I don't want people to just like openly hear me talking to myself, even though they can probably hear me from outside. Speaking of hear me, I'm surprised that my brother doesn't hear me more, because I mean, I'm pretty sure it stopped because I can't hear it anymore, but I was worried about starting this voiceover now because he was listening to music in his room, and I could hear his music through the wall, because if we share a wall, our bedrooms share a wall, and he's in there, and so I can hear stuff from his room pretty good. I don't know if it's because his room is big and fairly empty that like it's like echoey or something, but everything is like super loud to me and to the downstairs in his room, like thuds and stuff. Like, it sounds like he was cleaning his room once and he was like walking around just like doing stuff, and it sounded like he was like knocking over furniture in there, and downstairs we were like, what the heck were you doing? He was like, I was just cleaning my room. He didn't drop anything or anything. He didn't drop anything, but like, these loud thuds were coming from his room. I don't know what happened. I don't know why his room is so loud, but like I can hear, like when he has friends over, I can hear their conversations. It's not like I'm trying to, I can just hear them. But I've asked him about it and he can never hear me. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. I don't know, because I'm surprised. I'm just surprised. It's weird. It's not like I mind hearing him or anything. I really could care less. Honestly, it's kind of nice at night if he's awake and I'm trying to go to sleep and I can hear that he's awake, because I feel less lonely and less scared, because sometimes my family goes to bed earlier. My dad stays up late, but my mom doesn't usually stay up late. But like my dad works, so he's pretty responsible and goes to bed pretty early. So like he's not usually up. Although sometimes on weeknights, back when I went to school and my parents actually went into work, sometimes on weeknights it would be like 6 o'clock, and since it was the middle of winter, it was like dark outside, like completely black outside, and no one was in the house. The lights were off downstairs. Well, not no one was in the house. I mean, no one was like downstairs in like the main part of the house. Everyone was in their bedrooms and the lights were off downstairs. And my parents were in their bed watching TV, and like my brother was in his room, but like I said, all the lights were off, and I'm like, why does it feel like the middle of the night when it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon? It was very confusing and weird. But that was just a small little anecdote about my life, or I don't know, my life back when we went to school. I miss that. I miss going to school, but hopefully we can go to school again. I mean, I'm hoping that I can go to school again before this year is over. Safely, I'm saying. Obviously safely. I mean, I wouldn't have chosen entirely remote learning if I didn't mean, or if I didn't think we should go to school when it's safe, you know? I don't know. I just see this ending in disaster, but I guess I'll keep you updated. No, I'm just kidding. I probably won't. No, I'm probably gonna complain about school a lot, because honestly, that's the only thing going on in my life right now. I'm leading a pretty boring life. I mean, I don't go out of the house because well, actually, we go to our campground because, don't worry, we stay safe there. We pretty much stay in our camper the whole time when we're there, because we have a like seasonal campsite with a camper. It's not like real camping. Me like actually camping, I've never slept in a tent and I don't intend to. We have like a camper and a seasonal site at a campground, so we like stay there on weekends, and it's just a small way to get out of the house. But other than that, not much happens, and it's not like it's very eventful there either. I just spend time with my family, the people I see now. So like, I don't know, my life is not very interesting right now, so I don't have much to talk about in voiceovers. And I had a list of things. I don't know how it happened, but I guess I just did not anticipate how long this voiceover or this video was gonna be, because I've run out of things to talk about. Oh, I could talk about my dog. Okay, she's very cute, very sweet. I talked about her earlier in this video, but she's got a lot going on right now. She's a little old lady. She's 13. Or no, she's 12. She turns 13 this year. She has a November birthday. Her birthday is November 10th, and she turns 13 this year, so she's old. She's getting up there. We've had her for 12 years, I think. She's 13, but we've had her for 12 years because my grandparents got her as a puppy. But then they gave her up because they had reasons for giving her up. So we took her. They offered her to my aunt and my parents, and my aunt and uncle denied her. That feels like a weird way of saying it, but they didn't take her, and so my parents took her, and so she's our dog now. So that's, if you're ever interested, how we got my dog. You guys probably didn't care, but she's got a lot going on right now because she's old and lumpy. And yeah, lumpy, you heard me right. She has a lot of she has little lumps. They're mostly like fatty deposits. You guys probably don't need to know. I'm not gonna tell you too much because I feel like this is gross to a lot of people and you guys probably don't care. But anyways, she's got one really big lump on her upper thigh, or her butt, as my family calls it. We call it the butt lump, but it's on her upper leg and back leg. And so it's big, and we talked to the vet about it because it's concerning looking. So she's gonna get a surgery on it. So that's kind of scary, and she gets the surgery this month. I'm kind of scared, but also excited, because during the surgery, my parents decided if she's getting the surgery, they might as well do other things. I don't think she's ever had her teeth cleaned, but they're gonna fix up her teeth because she's probably got a lot of mouth pain because she's never had her teeth ever looked at or done or cleaned or anything. So they're gonna fix up her teeth. while she's getting her butt lump removed, and the vet said they take off some of her little back lumps because she has like a ton of little back lumps on her, and they're like, she itches them a lot, like she rubs herself on furniture, so she also needs to get those off. So she's got a lot going on, but she's gonna be like a brand new dog. She also gets groomed soon, so like she's gonna be like genuinely a brand new dog, but she's getting a surgery this month, which is gonna be a lot. It's like I said, I'm happy she's gonna be healthier and she's gonna be happier, like not being so itchy from those lumps, not having mouth pain from all of the bad teeth in her mouth, all of the probably dead teeth in her mouth. So she's gonna be happier, I'm gonna be happier because I don't have to look at her butt lump when she walks away from us. Like, it's gross, but it's just gonna be nice. But I'm also nervous because it's a surgery, but also the recovery, because she's probably gonna need stitches, right? We don't know much about how the surgery is gonna go, so we'll figure it out when we get there. But like, she's gonna probably need stitches and like that's gonna be a lot because she's gonna have stitches on her butt lump, and so she's gonna have stitches on her butt, and she already rubs her butt lump on stuff, so like she like scoots her butt on the ground to itch her butt, you know how dogs do that. So like I don't know, I can't imagine having to deal with her in recovery, especially since, as I've previously mentioned, she's a Shih Tzu and they're pretty stubborn, and she's a pretty stubborn dog. She listens to us because she knows that obviously she doesn't have authority in this household, but like she's also very stubborn, so like she's definitely going to try and scratch her butt on the ground as much as possible, and that's not good with the stitches, so we're gonna have to keep a close eye on her. I can't imagine how the recovery process for her surgery is gonna go. She's also gonna have so many bald spots on her from all the lumps they're gonna take off. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. So that's I guess something that's going on this month. I don't start school till next month, so like I said, I don't really have much going on this month. My dog's getting surgery and that's pretty much it, so that's fun. I've started to set aside entire days where I just read. I feel like, I don't know, that's a little weird and also kind of out of the blue, but that's something else I'm doing, I guess. I don't know, I just like, I enjoy reading quite a bit, but I feel like, I don't know, I have a lot of days where I don't have much to do, so I'm like, might as well just like read all day. So sometimes I'll set aside a day where I just like, not sometimes, I've done it once, but I want to do it more often, where I just set aside an entire day where I just read. I mean, like, I obviously like eat and stuff, but like I just read the whole time because it's fun and relaxing, and so I guess I do that. I don't know, I did that like last week, I'm pretty sure, because it's nice to just, because I don't know, I don't have like, I have a lot of time on my hands, but I feel like I don't have a lot of times where I just like, I don't know, I feel like I don't have enough time to just like sit down and read for a really long time. Well, I do, but I feel like, I don't know, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's been 25 minutes and I'm not used to doing long voiceovers. I'm okay. I used to think it was really bad to do like long voiceovers like this, or I used to not want to upload long videos, but now I've heard from my brother, who knows if this is actually true, so don't like take my word on it, but I'm pretty sure the YouTube algorithm favors longer videos now, so like, hey, maybe it's not so bad that all my builds are like 30 minutes long. But I used to fear doing long videos because I feel like people wouldn't want to pay attention or watch my voice or listen to me and watch my video for that long, which I still feel like is kind of true. Like, I still am not necessarily sure that everyone really wants to listen to me talk for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but I feel like more comfortable doing it knowing that the YouTube algorithm favors, because apparently they used to favor like shorter videos, and now it favors longer videos, so that's fun for people and YouTube. The YouTube algorithm just doesn't favor me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really know how the YouTube algorithm works. Like, I'm being real. Don't know how it works at all. I know a vague idea a little bit about... I have a vague idea, but I don't know, like, anything by any means, anything big at all. We're getting to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.